Good morning. This is Dr. Beck. It's August the 24th of 2021, and we're open and we're working hard this morning and we're working for you. I appreciate everybody listening to my videos. I get feedback every day on the amount of people that's watching these things. It's absolutely overwhelming. So hopefully I can provide you with good information. Today, the COVID-19, we had a line outside the office today for testing, and our testing has gone back up to almost the levels it was last January and February. Well, that's with the drive-through testing. So that's definitely something that's going on out there. The way it works is $80 per test. You do not have to be a patient. So if you've got friends or family that need to be tested, you can send them up here, and they'll call when they get around to where the line is, and most people can see it. And then we will take their information, get everything we need done, and then I'll have a nurse come out there and test for that. If you're a patient of ours and you test positive, we'll offer you to get treatment at that time. And we do individualize the treatment, and we do it through a telemedicine visit. And we've got the ivermectin and azithromycin that we're using for people. And we also have the antibody infusions that we will order for you through the hospital if you qualify. Since we've been doing this, I don't feel like we've had many failures, in the sense that I don't think the patients have ended up in the hospital are really sick. And we're getting a hodgepodge of difference when we're different types of patients. We're getting people who are unvaccinated. We're getting people who've unvaccinated and had the disease and tested positive again. We're getting people who are vaccinated and had the disease and tested positive again. And we're getting people who are just vaccinated who are coming up positive too. So we're getting all of those. We're treating them roughly the same way. And I'm trying to individualize the treatment plans. I do get a lot of people approaching me about blanket stuff, and I'm really not going to get into the specifics with anybody about what I will or won't do. But I will talk to you personally in a visit, and we'll talk about a treatment strategy if we need to, or a preventive strategy. It really is, and like pertaining to the vaccination, it's an individualized discussion. And I've said this on there before. I do think the only real thing anybody can say about this thing is, I do feel that the vaccine mediates your risk of death related to the real disease. That's all I can say. I think that's a positive. Everything else is got to be stratified with your risk and your benefits, who you are, your lifestyle, your meds, things like that. Another thing that has been a very prominent thing with people who are getting really sick with the COVID-19 at any age is obesity, okay? And if you're morbidly obese, that is a huge risk factor for COVID-19. It's also a risk factor for like a boatload of other things, okay? So if you are considered morbidly obese and if you are not sure what your classification is, you can go on the internet and look up your BMI. You can put in BMI calculator and put in your height and your weight, and it'll tell you what you are. Over 25 to 30 is considered overweight. 30 to 35 is considered obese. 35 and greater is considered morbidly obese. Okay, and I talk about this all the time, and because it's such a prevalent issue, I think it's controllable for most of the population, and we do have a weight loss program where we engage you in a positive way so that you can lose weight if that's your desire. Now, not one person has lost weight based on me just telling them. They've got to go and do it themselves. So that's the challenge. It really is a person. You've got to be the one doing the work. And I try to help you mediate the challenges like plateaus and getting sick while you're trying to lose weight and stuff like that. So we want to be passionate about that, but I just want to bring that up as a risk factor for them. I appreciate everybody's cooperation with the office. We are committed, keeping our commitment to seeing patients on a daily basis if they need to be seen. I appreciate that. I appreciate you being patient with us. Some people are having to wait at the 4 o'clock slot a pretty good bit of time, and I apologize for that, but I don't go home till everybody's cleared out. Okay, and that's my thing that I've always done, and I'm trying to mediate that right now and figure out and do the best I can for you. And we try to pull in all the staff members and all the providers during that hour to get everybody accommodated and taken care of in a reasonable fashion. So I appreciate you doing that. We're still taking new patients, but the new patient schedule has been pushed out quite considerably, maybe over 2 to 3 weeks. And I apologize for you for that. I do recommend that if you've got a family member that's wanting to be in this clinic, they need to go ahead and get set up. Okay, if they're just going to wait till they get sick, that's not going to work out the way they probably want it to. Okay, because we can't. Just like yesterday, we had as many people call in wanting new patient appointments, but needing to be seen that day as we saw patients most of the day. So we had to turn them away because I can't let new customers get in the way of the people that I've already been taking care of and stuff like that. So we're okay. We're doing fine. We're handling everything. It's just, if you know a new patient that wants to be seen here, they can't wait till they get sick. We've got to see them first and get them established so that when they do get sick, we'll be able to accommodate them appropriately. Okay, and again, I really appreciate it. One other side note, if you know anybody in healthcare that is looking for a job, we are expanding rapidly, and one of our biggest challenges is getting competent workers in here. We do prefer them to be medically trained. However, we are even considering training programs somewhat to help people get integrated in the office. If they're really interested in getting into this field and they don't have the educational background, we can help them with that and try to get them going in the right direction. We're open to all that because we just need help, and we need good, competent individuals. So, otherwise, if you know somebody, have them call or send their resume up here and speak to Jessica, and we'll get them looked at. Last but not least, Place of Hope is going great. Those bricks are being sold, and if you need one, let us know and we'll give you an application for one. Thank you so much for listening. Have a wonderful day, and let us know if we can help you.